Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to the Awareness Revolution blog. Great pleasure to be with you from the lovely canals of Venice. How did I get so lucky? I mean, I gotta say, I kind of like my job. You know what I'm saying? So this is just sort of a bit of a conversation, if you will, a bit of an update about where has consciousness gone in the last year? I mean, think back to a year ago. What is different in your life and what seems possible now that didn't seem possible before? There was a lady by the name of Diane Nichols. She wrote an article about consciousness being the new mainstream in the Huffington Post. You'll see it somewhere listed on the blog if you'll go, consciousness is the new mainstream. And literally she talks about the fact that people have had enough with choosing things that don't work. They are actually willing to function from their awareness. They're willing to make choices and recognize that they're choosing. And they're willing to make choices from awareness rather than unawareness, and they're not willing to buy other people's points of view. And I thought, wow, you know what? That's everything that we talk about, well, at least a huge part of what we talk about in Access, which is about empowering you to know that you know, and to know that you can make choices. So what have you noticed that has changed in the last year? What have you noticed that actually gives you a sense of hope and possibilities, that we truly are creating more consciousness in our world? So, what's interesting is my point of view. Now, notice how the gondolier did that? He knew exactly the height at which not to bang my head or his. How does it get any better than that? Talk about consciousness, right? Communion with the molecules around you. So the thing about that is, what you want to recognize is, with this tagline, empowering people to know that we know, what we've desired to do for so many years is to get people to acknowledge that it's their knowing that's valuable, nobody else's. So what have you seen change in the last year that has given you a sense of hope, a sense of possibilities, and a sense of the awareness that consciousness is truly becoming more available? Because one of the things we've said for a very long time in Access Consciousness is the only thing that will change what is going on that ails our planet. Becoming more conscious is the only thing that's going to change global warming. Becoming more conscious is the only thing that's going to change war, the only thing that's going to change poverty, the only thing that's going to change hunger, and the only thing that's going to change the separation between countries, nations, and people that are killing our way of life and living. Consciousness is actually the future of possibilities for us. So look over the last year, see what has changed, but also, what are you willing to choose? What are you willing to choose that would create a greater change in this world over the next year than anything that has been seen before? And is now the time? And are you willing to know that you are integral to the possibilities for our entire planet? Even though there's just one of you, what if you could have an effect for the greater on the 7 billion of us living here? Thank you for being in the world. Thank you for desiring more and being willing to have the courage to be different enough to choose it. What if you truly being you are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? I know you are, and I'm grateful you're here. Thanks, y'all. I look forward to seeing you in person someday. Bye.